Welcome! We are here playing the DC deck building game solo. Now, I got inspired to do this because there's a solo Crisis League I saw online. It was, I think, posted on one of the Reddit groups. And I thought, hey, I'll try it. So it's a somewhat specific of a setup. We have the Forever Evil as the base set mixed with the crossover one main deck cards, right? And the crossover, no, not crossover, the Crisis one Crisis deck, and then their subsequent villains. So that's what we have here. We do not have any Crisis one main deck cards. Now, for our character card, the first attempt you have, you use Stargirl. Then on attempt number 2, I believe, let me double check the rules here. Yeah. Attempt number 2, you can pick either Alan Scott or Mr. Terrific. If that still doesn't work for you, you have a choice between Wildcat, Power Girl, and Jay Garrick. So, we'll set those aside for now. Hopefully we won't even need them because we have Stargirl. Her ability is, when you play a defense card during your turn or avoid an attack, you may draw a card and then discard a card. So that's going to give us a lot to work with, hopefully. But it doesn't net you any positive, but at least early on, it'll let you get rid of other cards. So let's see, we have T-Spheres, that's a crossover card. We have Venom Injector, which by itself does nothing. We have Owlman. We have Dr. Light. And we have Steve Trevor. Let me kind of space these out. There's a way for me to space these out so they fit perfect, and there we go. Now, the exact rules for the solo crisis mode are this. To be able to fight the villain, you need to defeat the crisis. To defeat the crisis, make sure everything's in. Let me pull that down a little bit. Yeah. To defeat the supervillain, you need to beat the crisis, and to attempt to beat the crisis, because sometimes it's luck based, or the top card of your deck. You won't know that. You only get one attempt per turn, and to even do that, you have to get rid of all the normal villains in the lineup. Now, once I do that, let's say I get rid of Owlman, I'm able to or I can defeat the crisis, but I can't beat him. The next turn, even if a different villain comes in, I can still attempt to go for Ra's al Ghul because I've already beaten the crisis. Once it fills up later, it doesn't matter. But now when he's gone, we get a new crisis, new villain, and now we have to start over again. So if more build up, we'll have to take them out before going after the next one. But looks like that's not going to be an issue. And if a villain comes into the lineup, even on the first turn, and has an attack that would be attacking other players once you buy it, it instead acts as a first appearance attack on the player. And additionally, when you defeat a villain, you don't get them. They are removed from the game, I think. Same with the supervillain. So they don't get added to your deck, no matter how good they might be. So that's kind of not great for me. But there is also some extra rules for certain cards because this is solo mode. Arkham Breakout, specifically at the start of your turn, you may discard your hand. Remove this crisis if each card has a different name, which, as you probably know, with this game, your starting hand is going to be all vulnerabilities and punches. And let's see, what do you know? Vulnerabilities and punches. So there's really nothing, I can't do that even if I could, but he's a 6, which that's gonna not be anytime soon, honestly. I have to worry about him first, and I have 3 points. Um, Yeah, I think even though this may not be the best for me later on, I will get the kick because it's worth 2 points. Now, at the end of my turn, one card from the main deck is added to the lineup, and Ra's al Ghul's effect, his stack on going at the end of the turn, if I didn't buy anything, one more gets added. And once that deck runs out, even though it's huge, you lose the game. Now, the second turn, let's see, we have 4, which is a bit better. So what I can do, if if only to liven things up or get things quicker toward a victory, I could get a 1, a 1, and a 2, so better chance of me being able to beat the Crisis. But I can't beat the Crisis if I can't beat Owlman, and at least this one's a good one. I'll spend 2 of my 4 on him, and he has a defense, so he'll be able to let me draw and get rid of a card. I don't know if I want to get them yet, just because they don't do anything on their own. I have to be able to destroy stuff for them to make a difference, which I don't know if they will. Both of them have pretty cool effects when they are destroyed in any zone. So even if I would have been able to buy Owlman and use it myself, I could destroy an equipment in the lineup and then get +1 power for each different equipment in the destroyed pile. So destroy this Venom Injector. When you do that, you get +2. So then he would get another +1 for having at least 1 destroyed equipment in the pile. So that would have been pretty cool, but can't do that. So I don't know if I even want that right now. Oh wait, this is a 2 as well. Pandora's Box. Reveal the top card of the main deck. Add cards from the main deck and like equal to cards cost. Do I want that? Reveal the top card of the main deck. 8 cards. End up. No, I think that would just add more cards to the lineup. I think that would actually hurt me. Yeah, I'll just buy the one thing and in my turn. Top card gets added. This one, again, pretty good, but it doesn't do anything on its own. You need to destroy it for it to have any kind of merit. I've only added 2 cards, so that's 2, 3, 4. I only have 4 different kind of cards, so I think I need 1 more. Was I doing that? Yeah, I think I was doing that right. Only need 1 more to be able to beat Arkham Breakout, but I have to also keep in mind I have to beat Owlman first. Okay, so what do we have? Not bad, actually. Commissioner Gordon, who has a defense, and that means Stargirl lets me draw a card and discard a card, which is fine. It really didn't net me anything because I discarded the one I drew. So we have 2 punches. Oh, sorry, 3 punches and a kick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get rid of Owlman so he's just out of the game. And yeah, I'll end my turn there. And then top card gets added. Ooh, that's going to be a real good one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I have all different cards in my hand, then I really do not. More punches and a vulnerability. I think I'm going to go after the super intellect because it can destroy cards. Speaking of which, I can destroy the vulnerabilities and I can start getting these cards that want to be destroyed because I can just get rid of them later. I'll end my turn, another card gets added. It's Insanity. If this is the first card you play this turn, each player passes a card from their hand to the hand of the player on their left. Okay, so that does nothing for me, but it is a defense card. So, not sure if that's worth me playing. Although there is, I think there is a crisis that wants you to draw into, not draw into, you want the top card of your deck to be a 2. And I'm seeing at least 2 of them actually right now. They're both not great cards, but that might work out for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Super Intellect to destroy a card in my hand. If it were an equipment, plus power equal to its cost. If you choose not to, +2. I could have just gone for the +2, but I didn't want to because it wouldn't really help. So I have 2 punches. So I guess I could go. I should buy something. If I don't buy something, Ra's al Ghul is going to add an extra card, and I don't want to do that. So Steve and Bane, maybe? Yeah, because I can combo that with Super Intellect. Okay, I did buy something. So only 1 card is added, and it is Monument Point. When you play your first punch during each of your turns, draw a card. That won't be constant +1 card in hand is never a bad thing. That said, well, actually, maybe I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think I will go ahead and buy it because I can't meet the requirement of Arkham Breakout yet. Turn passes, and okay, Secret Society Communicator. You may destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. If it's a hero, plus power equal to its cost. If you choose not to, +2 power. See, now I like this one. There's another one in there that destroys stuff. I think it gives you victory points or something, but it doesn't net any power by itself. This does. Yeah, so did the Lex Luthor card. So Superior Intellect also gave us 2. That gives us 2. So that's about halfway to get to Ra's al Ghul there. I do want to get that Word of Power, but I want to save it for when there's a stronger villain. I don't want to waste it on Ra's al Ghul. No offense, but he's not going to be that big a threat. Once he's gone, he won't be that big a threat. All right, that's not great. Oh boy, that didn't do too much. So I will use Commissioner Gordon, and with Star Wars effect, I get to draw a card and discard a card. So I have 1 +4, so that's 5, and that is short of the 6 for that T-Spheres. I guess I'll get that card, the Secret Society Communicator. I'll end my turn. Top card added. Element Woman, it's another 2, so it's not terrible. And let's see what we got. Well, we almost had 5 different cards in our hand, but actually no, we do have 5 cards. Oh man, I don't want to lose Monument Point, but I'll go ahead and do it. I'll attempt to beat the crisis. To beat it, and this is where we have to consult the manual. Let's see here. To beat at the start of your turn, you may discard your hand. Remove the crisis if each card has a different name. Vulnerability, Trevor, Monument Point, Kick, and Punch. So I'll do that, and it gets rid of that. I'll end my turn, but because I didn't buy anything, Ra's al Ghul's effect adds 1 card, and then per the turn, 1 more card's added. Luckily, no extra villains were added. Not that it would matter, but it would start to clog up the area. And actually, it's already kind of clogged up. Okay, so we're gonna want to, I don't know, like, we could just start buying more stuff and making our deck more powerful, because if we buy stuff, Ra's al Ghul is not going to add any extra, but we're also not getting further in the game state, but our deck would be better, so it's hard to make that call, like, right away. Let's see. Can I go for something big? Actually, I probably could. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I don't think that would even work. Or I could go for it anyway. Actually, yeah, I think I might. 1, 2, 3, 4. Super Intellect. So I can destroy a card in my hand or discard pile its equipment plus power equal to its cost. So I'm going to destroy the Venom Injector. When it's destroyed, I get +2 power plus its own effect to give an extra 1 for the cost. So that's 3 plus 4, that's 7. And I'll buy the Firestorm Matrix with that and end my turn. X card. Firestorm. To cap card of your deck on the supervillain. This card has a game text of each card in your supervillain list. Okay, so when it says supervillain, because this was the bad guy, it just means your main character. Mine's a superhero, so you would put this, the top card of your deck, on here. This card has the game text of each card on your super. So you would keep playing different cards, and I guess it would have multiple effects, so they stack. I'm going to go ahead and play Monument Point. So that's a location card that, when I play this punch, activates, allowing me to draw a card. Then I'll play Commissioner Gordon, who, with Stargirl's effect, allows me to draw 1, then discard 1. Then I also have Punch, Punch, and Secret Communicator, which I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I could go for the 6, or I could destroy the vulnerability. I'm going to go for the T-Spheres, because being able to look at your cards in the future, I think, is going to be good for me. And let's go for the next hand. Okay. Luckily, we have our location, which means not a constant, but a pretty consistent +1 card in our hand. So, you know, one of them does have to be a punch, unfortunately, but maybe not. We'll see. Okay, so at the end of the turn, Purgation gets added. He does not have an attack. I think this set doesn't really have many villains that have attacks, because in this set, the villains were the heroes because it was flipped, which explains why this hero, because they're villains, I guess, has one. I don't exactly know the lore there at any rate. I'll play Firestorm Matrix. Play the top card of your deck. Nope. So if it had cost of 5 or less, I could get rid of this card, destroy it, and then it would just become an ongoing card. What I would like to do is that card to be a punch, and then, because I know it seems weird that I would want it to be a punch, but my plan is that it would be an ongoing card, and it would play once during each of your turns. So I would play a punch. I would constantly have the punch to have a +1 card in my hand per turn, effectively giving me 6 cards in my hand a turn. And then I could just destroy the rest of the punches in my hand and the rest of my deck, because I already have the 1 to fill this requirement. And I think that will, at the end of the day, be the best bet. But because it wasn't, what can you do? Also, at the end of the game, you would destroy the card. Well, it's a punch, and it wouldn't have been worth any points anyway. But we didn't get that. We get T-Spheres, where we get +2 power, reveal top 3 cards of the deck. And you get all cards of that name, but the rest. I'm going to say punch, just because there should have been a bunch of punches in the deck. You would think, but actually I get to put them in order, but actually, yeah, that does matter. Yeah, I think that's actually pretty good. Alright, so I will now play a punch, which with Monument Point lets me draw 1 card. Commissioner Gordon, who has a defense with Stargirl, letting me draw a card and discard a card. And I'll play Super Intellect, and I'll destroy that vulnerability. So that's pretty much all that does. I have another punch, so 2, 3, 4, 5. That does nothing. But with 5, I'll get Girl Power. It's another defense, which will be good in the end. And it gives 2 power, so not too bad. Get a new hand. Maybe we'll have all the punches in this one. It'll be a little disappointing if it is. So, we have Giant Growth here. It's not a bad card. Well, I was sort of right. Punch. First punch I played. Draw a card. And my hand is full of punches. Okay, so 2, 3 punches, so that's 4. 5, 6. 7, 8. Yeah, I'll just go with the power. So that's 8. 2, so I have 6 left. I guess Firestorm, maybe. Maybe we'll try that out. Why not? It could be cool. It really could be. I'll pass turn. Next card gets added. Pearl House. Alright, so Blackgate Prison. Ongoing, once during each of your turns, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a vulnerability or weakness, destroy it and gain 1 victory point. Well, I'm already getting rid of my vulnerabilities. I haven't gotten any weaknesses yet, though I already know that could happen. So, could be an interesting card to add. It's a location, so once we draw into it, it just stays out. Interesting. Interesting point. Let's see what we got. Not a bunch. Firestorm Matrix, play a top card of your deck. Ooh. Giant Growth. Oh, you know, a giant. Oh, sorry, no. A constant +2 is not terrible. That would be good, but I'm not going to do it because I do want to stick with that plan. So, really, we just get a +2. But I have a punch. Let me draw one, and it would have been a punch. Next card. So I should have done that first. Not that I would have known in advance, but turns out that would have been the better play. Well, I have some more punches and that vulnerability, so 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's basically just a draw card at this point. I don't want to buy Insanity because it doesn't do anything during my turn, which doesn't really help me. I guess Element Woman wouldn't be too bad. Plus, I can get rid of her. Oh, sorry, I can destroy her with one of the other cards for an added effect. So that would be pretty neat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Top card is added. Ooh, another Word of Power. Those will be good. They will be. I just don't want to use it up yet. Go ahead and use Punch to draw 1 off of Monument Point. Firestorm. So, this card, Trevor is put on top of my character, and now it stacks. I don't, that does me literally nothing. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess. Secret Society Communicator. I'm gonna destroy this vulnerability, so the last one from the deck is gone. That said, we have very little power, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna say, Commissioner Gordon. Well, I did get it. That's pretty neat. I'll add that to my hand. And I should not have played it this way, but what can you do? Commissioner Gordon, which off of her effect, drawing a card, discarding a card. I shouldn't have played it. I should have kept the second punch for just in case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 points. Hmm. I'm going to get Blackgate Prison for the future. Very left. I'm going to get 1 word of power. Pass turn. Sledgehammer. Sweet. You may destroy non-equipment in your hand or discard pile if its cost is 1 or greater. 1 VP. That's not that good. It's not that good right now. I kind of already have a lot of cards that destroy other cards, so not not much that'll do for me. All right. So, see what the rest of the hand is. Ooh, I'll do T-Spheres, and I'm going to use, I'm going to say Firestorm Matrix. Shoot. All right. I'll do it that way. Punch, which Monument Point lets me draw a card. Firestorm, put the top card of my deck on top of my character, and his effect becomes everything there. So far it's a +1 power. Can't beat it. And then let's see. So let's play it safe. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll go for the normal ability. So 9, and I'll take out Ra's al Ghul for our first supervillain. Now, pass turn. Draw a new hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The new crisis is Legion of Doom. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. Ooh, Liberty Bell. So we put Scythe, Liberty Bell, and Commissioner Gordon. All hero cards lose all text and have +1 power instead. To beat it, each player must destroy a hero in their hand. Let me double check to make sure there's no different ability. Nope, there is not. Sometimes there's a different one for solo mode, but there is not for this one specifically. Now the supervillain we have is Captain Cold Impossible mode. First appearance attack. Each player flips over their superhero face down. When this villain is defeated, each player may discard a random card, and if you do, flip it face up. I'm going to defend, and with girl power, defense. You may reveal this card and discard it to, or a punch to avoid an attack. I'll discard. I can discard this punch. No, I guess I'll keep the punch. I'll just well, no, if I do, I draw a card. So I'll discard the punch instead of this. And if I do, I draw a card. Then by the effect of her, since I avoided an attack, I can draw 1 and discard one since it does nothing. Now, I didn't do one of these for the last turn, so we'll do one. And we've got two villains, a 5 and a 3. That's going to be tough. I'm going to do more setup for later, Blackgate Prison. So we have another location here. I'll use Punch. Monument Point lets me draw one. Ooh, okay. Giant Growth for 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a defense. 6. Discard 1. 6, 7. Could have played that better, I think, but I'll get rid of Perdigation. I'll have 2. No, I have, yeah, I still have 2 left. I guess I'll get a Commissioner Gordon. Defenses are good. And I'll end my turn. Now then, only one card gets added. This one's Man Bat. Ra's al Ghul's ongoing stack effect was if I didn't buy anything, add another. That one's gone, so we don't matter. And, the attacking thing was when it gets revealed is that effect. The effect of Arkham Breakout. So Legion of Doom changes all hero cards to just say +1 power. I kind of already play it like that, so it doesn't change too much. All right. Well, let's see if we get it. Yeah, we already played the card. It's Man Bat. Firestorm Matrix. Play the top card of your deck. It's that 2 again, and I don't want to do that, so I'm not going to keep it. Giant Growth. Girl Power with her effect lets me draw 1 and discard 1. Discard that. Kick. Punch. Let me draw 1. T-Spheres for Commissioner Gordon. I know I have 2 of them. And I didn't get any of them. So there's that. Then I'll Super Intellect and just get the +2. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, I can take down those for 6. Leaving me with 5. I'll grab, I'll grab Liberty Bell. And well, maybe Word of Power. Yeah, why not? One of those. Then I'll end my turn. Next card gets added. It is Bizarro Power, +4 and gain a weakness. Attack each foe gains a weakness. I mean, +4 isn't bad. And it's also literally a -1 card. So, now that there's no villains, we can actually go for Legion of Doom, and all we have to do is pitch a hero. I think I'll go ahead and pitch Element Woman, just to get rid of it. Alright, now all my heroes have abilities again. Play a Punch. Monument Point lets me draw a card. Commissioner Gordon. Since it's a defense card, I can draw 1. Discard 1. Punch, punch. I do have Firestorm, but I'm not sure what... Well, I guess I might as well. Firestorm. Secret Society Communicator. Okay, so it also adds that ability. So, yeah, I guess. So it's +1, and I'll choose another +2. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 isn't enough, but I can buy some stuff with it. I'll buy Bizarro Power because that one weakness I think is going to be worth it, because the new one Atomica doesn't really matter because the Crisis is gone. Plus, Blackgate Prison will let me reveal the top card of my deck, and if it's a vulnerability, destroy it and get victory points for it. Not to say that's going to happen often, but it's one way to combat it, you know. Three, 4, and 5. Ooh, actually, that's perfect. I'll use Blackgate Prison, reveal the top card of my deck, and now I know what it is. So that when I use my other cards, I can kind of play around that. Firestorm, now I know what it is, and I'm okay with putting that kick there because I can always buy another kick. Now, this card has the game text of each card on your supervillain this turn. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a +5 by itself. 6, and then draw 1. 7, draw 1, discard 1. That was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll take down Captain Cold. The second one, and I have Super Intellect. And, well, that would have been to destroy that, so I'm just going to not do anything with Super Intellect. Now, unfortunately for me, we add another card who is Deathstorm. So that's another one we'll have to contend with. We get a new Crisis. Identity Crisis. Each player flips their superhero face down. So I won't have her ability right now. Wait. Do that. Kick, Punch, Society, and Trevor does nothing, so might as well not be there. Players cannot avoid this next attack. To beat it, each player must discard 6+ power worth of cards from their hand. Well, I did get that Bizarro power, so that shouldn't be hard. But this is unavoidable. Sinestro. Stack ongoing. Sinestro costs 3 more to beat for each hero in the lineup. There's currently 1, so he's at 13. First appearance attack. Put all heroes in their hand into the lineup. Luckily, I don't have any, so that does nothing to me. What's the better way? T-spheres for Commissioner Gordon. There are none, but I will put a punch on the top of my deck. And I'll use Firestorm Matrix. Play the top card. It's a punch. Since it costs 5 or less, I can destroy this card, and if I do, it stays in front for the rest of the game. So I did lose a +2 in victory points, but I have a constant punch, which means a constant +1 and a draw 1. The rest is not going to be as good. So we have to contend with all this now still, unfortunately. But Girl Power, it's a... Oh no, it's... I don't have that anymore with the defense. Ooh, tricky. Okay. Let me draw. So I have 1 power, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll use it to get rid of both Deathstorm and Atomica. 3 and 4. So that's gone. And I'll end my turn. I can't beat Sinestro. He's really tough right now. But I now have a constant +1 power and a draw 1 in having punch there and the location in tandem. In my turn, power armor is added to the lineup. Alright, I'll go ahead and discard Bizarro Breath. Let me make sure there isn't a special thing here. Identity Crisis. No, it is not on the list, which is good for me. So I'll discard 4, 5, 6 to get rid of Identity Crisis, which gives me Stargirl's power back. Oh, and I guess I'll pop, use my continuous punch, which now lets me draw a card for having played a punch, get the +1. T-Spheres for punches? Should have picked Commissioner Gordon. Yeah, I don't really know if it'll matter. I'm not going to draw much. Well, I do have one draw. Oh, let's actually wait. Liberty Bell, it's a defense, so I get to draw 1 and discard 1. Commissioner Gordon, and do I want to draw that one? I forget what it is already. Yes. Draw 1, discard 1. Because of Stargirl's ability, but it's also a dead card in your hand, so I'm better off not drawing into it and just pitching it. Now, I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll buy Dr. Light because I need him to not be there because he makes Sinestro stronger. And now he's down to 10, but now I only have 3. Perhaps I'll buy Invulnerable. Alright. Pass turn. Okay. Now I pass turn, and top card gets added, so Sinestro is down to 10. And we'll see if we can beat him. I sure hope so. And oh, okay. I think I'll use Blackgate Prison to reveal the top card of my deck. Ooh, Giant Growth. Okay, if it were a vulnerability or a weakness, I could destroy it and gain a victory point. It was not, but I have Firestorm, who puts a top card of my deck on my character, and then he gains the game text of each of those cards on my character. So he just gets +2 for Giant Growth, +2 for Kick, +2 for Secret Society Communicator, 1 for the Punch. So 2, 4, 6, 7. 7, and then I'll activate the Punch. 7, 8, and draw 1. 9, 10, 11. Super Intellect, and I'll destroy a Punch. And I'll get rid of Sinestro. And I'll end my turn there. And then pass the turn, I think that still gets added. The Hourglass. Then we have to reveal our next crisis. Rise of the Rot. At the start of your turn, gain a weakness unless you reveal one from your hand. To beat, each player must discard a weakness. Also, remove this crisis if the weakness stack runs out. That thing is not going anywhere anytime soon, so see what else we got. The supervillain is Brainiac. First attack appearance. Or first appearance attack. Each player discards a random card, then destroys the top X cards of the main deck, where X is equal to the cost of that card. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's see what we got. I do have... Okay, I'm just gonna... Girl Power. I can reveal this and discard it or punch to avoid an attack. So I'm just gonna not let that happen. That would destroy cards on the top deck, and that's probably end up hurting me. So Rise of the Rot still matters. Because... Oh, and... Stargirl's effect. Since I avoided an attack, I get to draw one and discard one. Super Intellect. And yeah, I guess I play out my turn. Start a turn, gain a weakness unless you reveal one. I don't have any, so I gain a weakness. This is gonna get rough. Brainiac doesn't really do anything anymore, but I might regret this, but I'll use Bizarro Power to +4 and gain a weakness. Now hopefully I can draw into one, maybe. What's discard a weakness? Yeah, so that'll be fine. I'll use Punch, so that's +1, and because of Monument Point, I get to draw one. So it's 1, 5, draw one. I don't know if I want to do that. Oh, I guess I'll use Blackgate Prison, reveal a top card. I'm not gonna do that. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a defense. Draw one, discard one. 10. I'll buy Power Armor, and that was 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. And I'll also get Giant Growth because it's also a good card. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pass turn and get a weakness. Commissioner Gordon. Draw one. Discard one. Why not? I'll use T-Spheres, and I'm gonna say weakness. So now I have to shuffle and get the top 3 cards of my deck, and if there's a weakness, I get to add it to my hand, which I'll then use to get rid of Rise of the Rot. Unfortunately for me, it might not go by so great. Statistically, there aren't many weaknesses in here. More than I'd like, but not a bunch. 1, 2, and 3. And there actually is. So I'll add that one to my hand. Then I'll go ahead and pitch it to get rid of Rise of the Rot. Now we can go after Brainiac. Liberty Bell lets me draw one and discard one. I forget if we use that effect yet this turn. I don't think so. I'll go ahead and use it. Play the punch, so +1 plus first punch I played, I get to draw one. Dr. Light lets me draw one. And so now we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I'll do it. Bizarro Power, gain a weakness. But I also get, what is that? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Get rid of Brainiac. It's another supervillain defeated. And we add 1 to lineup, and that's Mystic Bolt from the Crossover 1 set. And the new crisis is Untouchable Villain. At the start of your turn, put the top card of the deck into the lineup. If it's not a villain, discard a card. To beat it, each player must destroy 8 worth cost of cards in their hand. Destroy cards only with a cost of 1 or greater. So you can't pitch punches just to get rid of them. Or weaknesses, I guess. And the supervillain is Parallax. And his attack is each player reveals their hand and discards all cards with a cost of 3 or less. All right, so I will reveal my power armor. Defense. You may reveal this card from your hand to avoid an attack, and if you do, you may destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. So I'm going to destroy a weakness. Well, I guess that goes there. No, actually, I think it goes back to the stack, maybe. Yeah. So I only had to reveal it to negate that attack, but Stargirl's effect, when I avoid an attack, I get to draw 1 and discard 1. Now it's my turn. Start of the turn, top card of the deck, and because it is not a villain, I have to discard a card. I'll discard a punch. Then let's see. I'll use Blackgate Prison to see the top card of my deck. It is a punch. Firestorm, top card of my deck on top of my hero. And now I get plus equal to that. So that puts me at him alone. I also have the punch, so I'll use the punch to draw 1. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power. What do I need to discard? Destroy 8. It says 8. I'm going to assume it means exactly 8. So against my better judgment, I'm going to get rid of my power armor to go ahead and get rid of the untouchable villain, which makes sense. So that was 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Take down Parallax. Let's see. New hand. Okay, let me just check how many we've gone through. We've gone through 5 of them. I think there's 11 or 12. So it's going by pretty good. I think we have a pretty good combination since we have Monument Point and that constant punch that we have as a continuous card. We always have 6 cards in our hand. That's going to be really good for us. We do have a few weaknesses in the deck now, which it's unfortunate, but is what it is. But we can probably get rid of it. Let's see, that's 4. Well, that's not bad. Let's see. Another card gets added. The Mallet. Reveal the top card of your deck. Draw it or pass it to another player. I guess that would be for weaknesses. But for me, it would just be a draw 1, which isn't bad. The new crisis is the Electromagnetic Pulse, which adds the top 3 cards of the main deck to the lineup. There's quite a bit now. And all equipment lose all their attacks and have +1 instead. Well, I got rid of that power armor just in time, I guess. And the new supervillain is Atrocitus. His attack is each player puts their hand under their superhero. If you avoid this attack, put a random card from under your hand under your superhero. When this card is defeated, discard those cards. I'll girl power it and discard a punch to avoid the attack and draw 1. But his card still goes off, or his other effect still goes off. That still makes me lose 1 card underneath the supervillain. Darn it, Power Girl. That was the one that saved me. Well, I'll get it back eventually. He's only 11, which isn't too bad. Okay, so my turn. There's no villains, so I can actually go for that. Each player must destroy an equipment. I have one. But I don't want to get rid of it. It's my T-Spheres, which has been very useful to me. I'm just going to activate T-Spheres, and I'm going to T-Spheres for... What do I want a T-Sphere for? Commissioner Gordon, I guess? I know I have a couple. And I didn't get any. Okay, cool. Let's see, what else do I want to do? Yeah, that's probably a good way. Then I'll play Firestorm, put the top card of my deck, which is a punch, on top of my character. So now there's... And then he gains the effect of all of them. So punch, Secret Society Communicator, which I think I'll use to destroy a card in my hand or discard pile. So I'll destroy that weakness. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, punch, 8. Now let me draw a card. 8, 9, 9. I guess I'll get... Oh no, wait. 9. Mallet. No, wait. Hourglass. Yeah, I'll get Hourglass. So I have 5 left. And I'll get the Mallet. Why not? To draw a card. Whatever. Get rid of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's see what we got. Top card gets added. Oh, another Bizarro card. It's not bad. But I probably don't want to play it yet. I'll use my punch, which sets off Monument Point, allowing me to draw a card. I will play Liberty Bell, which uses Stargirl's power to draw a card and discard a card. Bizarro power, +4 and gain a weakness. Then I will Super Intellect to destroy that weakness. Just to get rid of it. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 8, 9, 10. Draw 1, discard 1. 10, 11. 11 minus 4 is 7. 3. I think I'll stop there. Alright, I think we're looking good. We're about to reshuffle, so hopefully we get an equipment. We got Super Intellect. That's good. All right. I'm going to use my punch, which sets off Monument Point, to draw a card. Ooh, that's not what I want. Commissioner Gordon, because the Star Girl lets me draw a card and discard a card. Play another one, letting me draw a card and discard a card. T-Spheres. Shoot, what did I... the mallet. I'll T-Spheres for the mallet. Ooh, I did get the mallet. Sweet. Now put the rest back in my hand. Then I'll use the electromagnetic pulse, or I'll go to defeat it by destroying an equipment in my hand, which was the mallet. Now I can go after Atrocitus. He's got 11, so I'm going to need a lot more than this. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I need 6 more. And actually I have that. Bizarro power to to gain 1, but that's 4. 5, 6. And yeah, that's just enough to defeat him, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then I'll use Hourglass to add T-Spheres to my hand at the end of this turn. No, wait, I'll add Liberty Bell to guarantee me a defense card. And I'll use Blackgate Prison, top card. Oh yeah, I forgot I put there. If it were vulnerability or weakness, I could destroy it and gain a point. But we'll take care of Atrocitus. And then Hourglass lets me get that 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I get Liberty Bell because of Hourglass. Another card gets added. Dimension Shift. Put the oh wait. With Atrocitus defeated, I get Girl Power discarded. Dimension Shift. Put the top 3 cards of the deck into the lineup. Girl Power, Despero, and Firestorm Matrix. That one was really good, so we might get another one. To beat, all cards in the lineup cost 2 more. Each player reveals the top card of their deck. If any player reveals a 2, then the crisis is defeated. Anti-Crisis Monitor. This one might actually... I think that one's supposed to be at the bottom. Yeah, you must defeat this one to beat the game. So I'm gonna just put that one on the bottom, and instead we'll get Black Manta. Each player puts all equipment from their hand into the lineup. And normally that would be really bad, but I'm going to Liberty Bell it. I can discard this card to avoid an attack, which was great. If you do, draw 3 cards and put 2 cards from your hand on top of your deck. Well, no, I'll put that one. There. Wait. Yeah. Alright, so that's it. My turn. I'll use Punch, +1, and draw 1 with Monument Point. Then I'll Firestorm Matrix, put this Punch on that, and now he gains all their effects, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 punches, so it's 4. I kick 6, Giant Growth 8, and then I'll use the Communicator to destroy weakness. All right. We have to beat this guy before we can even go after that, so I guess we should go for that. So with him, I had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I had 8. Take him out, so I have 2 left. Let me keep track with this, 2. I'll Blackgate Prison to see what the top card is. It's basically nothing. No, wait. I'll use Dr. Light to draw a card. I'll use my communicator to destroy another weakness. Then, what else is in here? I think I need more 2s. Actually, I think I have 0 because that Despero would have been 8. So I used up all that. I guess I'll try Dr. Midnight. +2, and look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Discard any and put the rest back in any order. So what I'm going to try to do now is put one of the 2s on the top. So hopefully like a Commissioner Gordon, actually. Then I'll try to defeat the Dimension Shift Crisis. And if we can, then we're looking pretty. If we can't, then, well, here we are. Top 2 cards. Ooh, actually, yep. Put them back in any order. I choose to discard none. And I'll try to beat the Crisis. Reveal top card of my deck. And it's a 2. Giant Growth. So, Dimension Shift is over. And all we have to do is take out Black Manta. Probably not this turn, because I only have 2 power. 3 with Invulnerable, and it's a defense, which lets me draw a card and discard a card. He's got 10. Stack ongoing. Manta costs 3 more to defeat for each equipment in the lineup. There's, oh crap, there's a bunch. So they no longer cost more because of the dimension shift, but he is more expensive still because they exist there. Well, I guess Super Intellect for the +2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll get the Firestorm Matrix. And I'll end my turn. That wasn't bad. That we got rid of the Crisis. And that was bare minimum what we wanted to do. Had the top card. Vibe. That's not bad. We need to get rid of that Sledgehammer and the Pandora box now. Otherwise, well, I mean, we could try to go after him, but we'd have to make 16, which is not going to be the easiest thing to do. I'll first use my punch, which sets off my monument point to draw 1. Then I will, oh, actually, this might work. Dr. Light to draw 1. T-Spheres. Oh, what am I going to say? What am I going to say? Hourglass. Hey, Hourglass was 1. There's only 1 Hourglass, so I guess let me shuffle to get the rest of the hand, and then what I will pick to stay at the top. Deck is not, I don't have too many cards, because I keep putting them on top, that's why. Commissioner in Midnight. Commissioner Gordon lets me draw 1 and discard 1. Girl power lets me draw one and discard one. So my power is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hourglass T-spheres. 6. Darn, still too much. I can go up to 14, but that's not enough to do that. I'll use Blackgate Prison, reveal top card of my deck. It is not that. I should have done that first. I should have done that first. Okay. Dr. Midnight, look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Can discard any and put the rest back in any order. Okay. There's not really too much else I can do. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll stick with that. I'll go ahead and get the 2 equipments for 5. And yeah, that was 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I spent 5, and I'll get Girl Power for another 5. I'll end my turn. I'm not going to play Bizarro Power because it wasn't enough. And Hourglass got the T-spheres back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Top card is added. Cold Gun, which fortunately brings him up to 13. I might be able to do this without worrying about that. Actually, I'm pretty sure I can. What's the best way to play this? Oh. T-sphere for... What do I want? What do I want, though? Oh, shoot. Shoot. Word of Power, I guess. Well, I got it. Let me think, what else? Okay, then I'll use Firestorm Matrix to play top card of my deck, so it's just another punch. And I'll get rid of it to do that. Punch being played lets me draw a card. So I'm at 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. 6, destroy him. 6, he costs 4 less. So I have 6. He costs 4 less, and he had 13, so I only need 9 to beat him. That means I need 3 more power. Yeah. 3 more to beat him, and I'll choose to get +2. So I'm at 8, 9. And I'll take him out. And yeah, there's that. I'm not going to play Firestorm Matrix because it's getting kind of crazy. I've just about gotten rid of all my punches. In fact, I may have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, I think I have. I've gotten rid of all my punches, which is good because you don't want to hang on to them for too long. Add 1 card. Next crisis, a death in the family. At the start of your turn, destroy a hero in the lineup. If there are none, destroy the top card of the main deck. To beat it, each player must destroy a defense card in their hand. Then, supervillain is Hades. First villain first appearance attack. Each player puts the top 2 cards of their deck into a lineup and gains weaknesses equal to the cost of 1 of those cards. Well, we don't have any punches left, so if we don't get a defense, this thing will hurt us pretty bad. Luckily, though, we don't have to worry about that. Well, no, to do that one, I guess it doesn't matter. I'll defend this with invulnerability, so that doesn't work. Start of your turn, destroy a hero in the lineup. I guess Dr. Light. He gets destroyed, and if he couldn't, then top card of the main deck is destroyed instead. Don't have to worry about that because it's just not going to be an issue. Now I'm going to destroy this Commissioner Gordon in my hand to defeat a death in the family. Not super great. I'll use my punches, and because I played my first punch, I get to draw a card with Monument Point. I'm going to T-Spheres for 1 less Commissioner Gordon, so I can't call for that. Super Intellect. No. Boy. Okay. Hades is 12, and I certainly can't do that right now. Although, I guess I'll Girl Power. It's a defense, so I can draw 1, discard 1. Commissioner Gordon to draw 1, discard 1. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm actually 1 away from being able to do it. Shoot. Well, okay. I have 7. And I guess I'll grab this Super Intellect. I didn't want to use the Bizarre Breath because it would just hurt me. I can get that Citizen Steel because, well... Oh, yeah! I can get Citizen Steel, and then the Super Villain will cost 1 less for each punch you play during each turn, and I have 2 permanent punches that get played each turn, so it's a constant -2, so we'll go for him next. That's going to be really good. Top card is added. Vibe. Vibe isn't bad. Ooh, okay. So first I'm going to use my punches, and then they let me draw a card. What is that? I have a card that can destroy a non-equipment, but I want to get rid of this equipment because it just doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't do anything good for me. Let's put it that way. Super Intellect, and I'll use it to destroy Pandora's box. And if I do, plus power equal to its cost, it's a 2, so I get +2 this turn. And I got rid of a card I didn't actually want. I only bought it to reduce another thing from before. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Death in the Family's gone, so we don't have to kill any more heroes. And 2, 3, 4. Draw 1. Ooh, I get to play something else. Dr. Midnight. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Do I? I don't. Okay, and so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, and I'll buy that for 5, leaving me with 3. And I guess I'll get Vibe. Okay. Then I will Hourglass on Dr. Midnight so I can play him again. Then I'll discard the rest of my hand because I did not want to play any of those cards. 1, 2, 3. But this next coming turn, I will be able to defeat Hades, more than likely. Unless I get some real stinkers. But even then, like there's very little chance of that stuff really hurting me. Five, and then that. Okay. So first I'm going to, oh wait, don't think I did this. Add a card. Earth 3. Let's see what it says. Once during each of your turns, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a punch, destroy it and gain 1 victory point. I'm fresh out of those, so unless there's something that needs locations to be gone, we're not going to bother with that. But we will bother with playing the punches that we have, using Monument Point to draw a card. Then, let's see. Oh, we're going to hit for hard this turn, that's for sure. Let's see how we want to do it. Citizen Steel, let me draw a card. Now, supervillains cost 1 less for each punch I played this turn, which is 2. So he now costs 10. So that's 2. I only have 2 so far, but I have more than a whole hand. Then I'll play Super Intellect, and I'll use it to destroy the sledgehammer in my hand, giving me 3 extra power this turn. So that's 2, 5. Already halfway there. Another 3. So that puts us at 3, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We already have enough, and I get to midnight, top 2 cards in my deck, and add them to my hand. At this point, I don't even need to do too much. Yeah. I'll put invulnerability on top. No. Shoot. Yes? No. Whatever, I'll defeat Hades. He's gone. I used up all my current points. Anything I get now will be extra. Liberty Bell. I won't do anything else with that. Secret Society Communicator for another 2, 2, 4. T-Spheres. I guess invulnerable. Yeah, I already know what that is. So I'll add that. The other 2 doesn't really matter. But I do get invulnerable. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. I'll grab this Bizarro power because it's gonna let me hit for really hard, and that's not bad. And then I can also T-Spheres for Bizarro power now that I have 2 of them, because there's higher chance of me drawing into them. Top card, the kick should not be there, so top card is Happy Harbor, another location. What does it say? +1 power for each hero you play. We have a bunch, so we're getting that. But first, we have the final countdown. At the start of your turn, put a card with a cost of 1 or greater from your hand into the lineup. Oh, that's going to be bad. Your team must destroy cards in the lineup with a cost of 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. Ooh, shoot. We may not be able to, like at the same time, or I guess we can. Oh, let's take a look at what we got so far. So we have 7's going to be hard. We got rid of a 6. So here's a 6. Here's a 2. Here's a 4. I mean, we'll use Happy Harbor if we have to, but I don't want to. There's 3 cards. We now need a 5, a 7, and a 3. Start of your turn, put a card for the cost of 1 or greater from your hand into the lineup. I guess so you can put some of the cards that you have and put them in there. Otherwise, we have to buy them again. Let's see what we actually got here. The Joker. I think his is an addendum to 1. Joker. Discard a random card. If it costs 0, gain a weakness and repeat this process. Discard a random card. I got rid of all my punches, so I don't think that's going to happen. Nope. All right, so this happens. And I have to put a card in my hand back there. I'll put Giant Growth. Commissioner Gordon. No, wait. I'll use my punches to let me draw a card. I'll use the Blackgate Prison to see what the top card is. I'll Commissioner Gordon. Draw 1. And I have to discard 1. Then I'll Hourglass to... Oh, sorry. I'll Super Intellect. No, wait. No. I got it. Bizarro Power. Get a weakness. Super Intellect to get rid of the weakness. So now I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then I'll Hourglass for Super Intellect. I have 9 points to work with. I'll get that back to 8. I'll pass turn. So I get to keep Super Intellect, but then I have to draw a new hand. New card gets added. It's a 9, which unfortunately isn't 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Actually, we only need 5, 5, 3, and 7. The 7's going to be hard. I hope we didn't get rid of all the 7s. Well, I have to put something in my hand into the lineup. So I'll put the Word of Power because it's cheap. Then I'll use my 2 punches, which activates Monument Point to draw a card. Bizarro Power to gain a weakness and 4 power. Super Intellect to get rid of that weakness. And so that's 4, 5, 6. 6. Draw a card. Six, 7, 8, 9. 10. Draw 1, discard 1. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Did I count that right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let me double check that. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, I have 14 points to work with. Well, let's go ahead and get that 9. And the 1. I actually have 4 left. I'll get Vibe. Maybe that'll help me set up and do stuff. I'll pass turn. Well, there's another 5. To put a card from my hand into the lineup. I'll put the T-spheres because it doesn't cost much. Then I'll use my punch to draw one. Mystic Bolts. Put up to 2 cards with a cost of 5 or less, and each with different costs from your discard pile to your hand. So 2 cards with 5 or less, they have to be different. So Super Intellect and Power Girl. They're both 5 or less, and they have different costs. Into my hand. This thing's killing me. Wait, I can get a 3. That actually makes a lot of sense. So I'm going to use Bizarre Power to get the weakness, Super Intellect to get rid of the weakness, Power Girl to get an extra 3. So we're working with 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 13, put that on top. 13, 3. I have 10 left. 4 and 5. No. 4 and 5. So I will probably be giving up that Power Girl. So we have a 6, 5, 4, 2. We need a 3 and a 7 now. Hopefully there still are some. Hopefully. If that's it, if we're hard locked out of the game or soft locked or whatever, that'll suck. Because now beating Joker is no joke. Or actually it is a joke. And I have no 7s left. Well, there's a 3. So at this point, we're literally just waiting till a 7 comes in and we can do this, which I guess there's worse things that could happen. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we just need that 7, otherwise we just lose. T-spheres, and we'll T-spheres for Happy Harbor. Either way, I can buy back Giant Growth. That won't be a problem. I'm just hoping we don't run out of cards before we can do the final countdown. All right. I said Happy Harbor. None of them are. Use my punch to draw 1. Citizen Steel lets me draw 1. That actually kind of works. Oh no, wait. I'll go ahead and buy Giant Growth for the 2 from the punches. Then I'll use Vibe to put on top of my deck. And that's all I'm going to do with that. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll buy another kick. I'll end my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Another card. Well, there's another 3, which is good. I guess now I can choose which one I'd rather have. Destroy non-superpower. Your hand or discard pile costs 1 or greater. Maybe Catwoman, because once I get that 1, it gives me an extra power, but it's not that much. Put Giant Growth from my hand into the lineup. I'll use Punch's Power to draw one. I'll use Dr. Light to draw one. Bizarro Power, gain a weakness. Super Intellect, destroy the weakness. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 4 left. 7, 8. Now put Giant Growth into my hand. No, I'll put Vibe into my hand and T spheres maybe. Then I'll play Vibe to put that back on the top. And I'll just end my turn. I don't really need to buy much else. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 7. Oh, it's another 3. Well, there's more of them at least. Plus power equal to your victory points. If you have 5 or more, destroy this card at the end of your turn. Ooh, that could go up. But I do have to put a card from my hand into the lineup. Actually, no, I'll put the Word of Power because it's worth 1. Not that it super matters, because I can use Punch and draw a card. I'll play Happy Harbor. +1 for each hero you play. I actually don't have any at the moment, but each one is a +1 now, so that's kind of cool. I just need a 7. If I might be soft locked. There's no way there's no 7s in that stack. But 2, 4, draw 1, discard 1. Yeah, and then so I have 6, 5 left. 5 left, 4 left. I'll leave that there, but I'll vibe to put this on top. Then I'll hourglass to put vibe in my hand next turn. And my turn. Redraw my hand. Let's see what we got here. Superwoman. But because she's a villain, we have to defeat her. She does not count towards it, which is unfortunate. But go ahead and use my punches to let me draw a card. This is gonna be tough. Well, beating her, I can definitely do. Ultra Strength. +3 and draw 2. So I'm already at 5 power. So I can almost defeat her now. Draw 2. Sweet, actually. Did I put a card in my hand in the lineup? I don't think I did. I'll put that kick from my hand in the lineup. I don't think I did that yet. Okay, so that's 5. Dr. Midnight, look at the top 2. Put 1 in my hand, 1 on the top. Oh, sorry. Just put them in the order. Then Commissioner Gordon is a defense, so I get to draw 1 and discard 1. Then I will vibe, put him on top. Power Girl. So let's take a look at the power we have. We have 2, 5, 8, 10, 11, 12. So take her out for 7. So that's 5 left. There's 3. We have 2 left. think that's all we really need to do. So I'll just end my turn. No, wait. I will hourglass, though, to put vibe on top. All right, in my hand. Yeah. Top card is another 3. So I have to put a card from my hand into lineup. Put this 1. Use the punch to draw 1. And with the punches, I'll go ahead and buy him. I'll use vibe to put that on top. And yeah, I guess I'll just end my turn. I don't really need to do anything else. I just need to not lose my deck, not lose all my good cards, and I'm really just waiting. There it is. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, now I'm gonna go 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. Destroy them to get rid of the final countdown, and now I can go after the Joker. So, not, oh, that actually isn't bad. So first I'm going to use my punches, which sets off my monument point to draw 1 card. That actually was a crazy card. Going to use Mystic Bolts. Now it lets me put up to 2 cards, each with a cost of 5 or less, and different costs from your discard pile into your hand. I'll choose Hourglass, which is 4. So I just have to pick something that isn't a 4. I'll pick Vibe. They get added to my hand, and we only have to take down 10 to get Joker, so we're already almost there. T-Spheres for superior intellect. Oops. I'll use Vibe to put superior intellect on top of my deck. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Bizarro Power to gain a weakness. Don't have a way to get rid of it this turn, but I will Hourglass Vibe. And let's see if I have enough. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, we'll take out the Joker. And I'll end my turn. Vibe stays. Everything else goes. Actually, I think it was slightly... It was like 1 more because we do have Happy Harbor, which will constantly add +1 for each hero you play. Sweet. All right, so add 1 for the turn. Atlantis attacks. At the start of your turn, resolve all villain attacks against you in the lineup. If there are none, no attacks, add the top card of the deck to the lineup. Each player must discard 3 non-starters, each with different card types, in order to beat it, which actually won't be too hard. Dark Side. Each player puts all superpowers from their hand into the lineup. Going to defend that with Invulnerability, and her effect kicks off, allowing me to draw a card and discard a card. There's no attack, so I guess I have to do that again. Superior Intellect to get rid of that weakness before it shuffles. And I do have 2, so actually I'll use 2. And now that lets me shuffle it up and draw 1 card. Ooh, what does that say? You may discard a card in your hand, and you may destroy a card in your discard pile. At end of game, this is worth 1 fewer VP for each card with a cost of 0 in your deck. Minimum 0. So I guess I would just get 10 points for him. I guess I'll buy him. Why not? Then it lets me draw a card. Ooh, I don't have 3 kinds of cards in my hand right now. Well, I can destroy him for the 2 that I already generated. And I'll use Dr. Light to draw a card. Still not great. Hero superpower. Shoot. I seem to have a lot of superpowers and otherwise. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to buy some other stuff. 2, 4, 6, 6, 7 with Happy Arbor. Bat Serum, Cold Gun, Cold Gun. So that's 7. I'll end my turn. I just need to draw into them so I don't... I can always get rid of them, so it's not a big deal. Top card, there's no attacks, so it adds 1 more. Now it's a villain that we have to beat. Ooh, but if we can get rid of her, I can get rid of that. So I will... I'll use my punches. Let me draw a card. Good lord, let's use Ultra Strength for plus 3 cards in the hand. Man, what do I even say? Citizen Steel to draw 1. That works. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I guess that works. Okay. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 because of Happy Harbor. 6, 7, 8. Draw 1, discard 1. Guess I'll discard that still. And oh wait, I only need 4. So 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 4 left. And I'll go ahead and pitch Word of Power, T-Spheres, and Liberty Bell to defeat the Atlantis attacks. Then I only need to make 10 to defeat Darkseid, but Citizen Steel made it so he costs 1 less for each punch I played, which is always 2. So let's see what my attack was. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 minus 4 is another 4, and I only need 8 to beat him, so I only need 4 more. Bizarro Power to gain a weakness, and I'll use Secret Society Communicator to destroy a card in my hand or discard pile, such as a weakness, so I don't have to worry about that. So I have exactly enough to beat him, but I will play Hourglass on... There doesn't seem to be any... Well, no, it is on Girl Power just because... Oh, no. Yeah, I'll put on Girl Power so that I can draw it again for the next attack. And I'll beat Darkseid. He's gone. So, turn ends. I keep that. I draw my 5. Which didn't have to happen because actually did draw into a defense. Get another power, which is Power Drain. +2, choose a foe. It's a single player game, so it doesn't really matter. Now we have Collapsing Parallel Worlds. Ongoing. Each player places all cards they buy or gain in a lineup. Wait, what? Each player places all cards they buy or gain from the lineup under this card. Remove this crisis when there's 10 cards under this card. Then one player destroys their deck. Okay, that does not... And discard pile cards. Oh no, this is like that one that resets everything. Oh, that's gonna be bad. I guess this just messes me up. Every single strategy I've been into. Well, I guess I keep everything in my hand and I just have to buy stuff. That actually kind of sucked. Lex Luthor, this attack cannot be avoided. Each player gains weakness cards where X is equal to the highest VP of cards in their hand. So that's 6. So I gained 6 weaknesses. All right, I guess I grabbed 6 weaknesses. Well, we're down to the last 3, so I guess it doesn't matter too much if we still have all this, which is fun. Shoot. Well, another card comes in, Power Ring, so we can't do anything until we get rid of the Power Ring. I'll hit off that, +2, draw 1. Girl Power, draw 1, discard 1. I'll use Mystic Bolts to get one of the weaknesses, I guess. I'll use Vibe to put Super Intellect into top of my deck. Commissioner Gordon allows me to draw a card and discard a card. I'll Superior Intellect to get rid of one of the weaknesses. Invulnerability. Now it has to shuffle, which sucks. Oh yeah, draw 1, discard 1. Dr. Midnight. I guess what I want to do is keep that there. Okay. What power are we actually at? Oh, and then power. Power girl. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Get rid of that. So I have 10 left. One card underneath it. I guess I'll put that underneath it. I have to buy 10 new cards, and the 10 new cards become their deck, plus whatever cards I had in their hand if it were my turn to do it. So, it's rough. So potentially I get to keep 5 or I get to keep a bunch of cards. I probably can. I'll just end my turn. And the Blight comes in, who's worth 4, meaning I can't, well, I wouldn't even be able to beat this anyway. I'll use the 2 punches, draw a card. Cool. Wait, is there maybe going to T-spheres for superior intellect. There is none. I should keep this one if I can. Liberty Bell, draw 1, discard 1. Dr. Blight to draw 1, play it, play it. So we're actually at 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We have 11 left. I wish we just had better ones. I'll pass turn. I guess I'll get another power drain. It's not crazy. Wait. First we'll do the punches. Draw 1. Super. Secret Society Communicator. Destroy a weakness in my hand. Shoot. I'll go ahead and use a Bizarre Power to gain another weakness. So that's 6. Buy another one of these power drains. So that's 3 cards under there now. And oh wait, I can now use my Blackgate Prison. Top card of my deck. If it's a weakness or vulnerability, I can destroy it and gain a victory point. I should be doing that more often. Pass turn. But not now because we have the Royal Flush Gang. Well, actually, I can do it. I'll go ahead and use Blackgate. It's not. I'll use the punch. Draw 1. Ultra Strength. Draw 2 plus 3. Get rid of the Royal Flush Gang. Superior Intellect on a weakness. Actually, no. I'll Superior Intellect the Cold Gun and hope that Blackgate Prison can give me more points. And I'll pass turn. This is taking much longer than I would have thought. Is this, yeah, those are new. Five, okay. And another Royal Flush Gang. Which means we can't buy it and we have to get rid of it before we can do that. I'm gonna Blackgate Prison, see what this is. T-spheres, so I'll just use the punches to draw into it. Dr. Midnight, 2 cards. I'll leave them in that order because I'm going to use Firestorm. Put the top card of your deck on your supervillain, such as Bizarro Power. Now he has all those abilities. So it uses it. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 power from this. No, 16 because of Happy Harbor. 16, 17, 18, 19. So as long as I keep this card, I can just win the game because this guy will like solo the rest of the stack. I'll superior intellect that weakness. And I'll T-Spheres for Hourglass. I didn't get that. Citizen Steel, I guess. Draw one. Commissioner Gorn. Draw one, pitch one, and then that. So that was 15, 16, 4. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24, and they do virtually nothing because there's nothing to buy. Pass turn. Pandora, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. +1 power for each different cost among them. That might not be bad. Might as well get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I do need to end this. So I will Blackgate Prison. It is a weakness, so I destroy it and gain 1 victory point. I'll use Vibe to put Citizen Steel on top. Secret Society. Oop. Communicator to destroy. No, I guess I don't want to do. I'll just get the +2. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh wait, I'll buy her. If I buy literally just that, that's 4 cards. I'll buy Insanity, so that's 5 cards. One of those is a defense, and I'll end my turn. Next card is added. Ooh, the staff. I think I will get the staff because, well, if statistically, I'll have at least 1 defense to stop the dude from attacking me. I'll use Crisis or the Blackgate Prison, destroy that, and gain another victory point. Dr. Light, draw a card. Vibe. Put a hero cost 5 or less. Citizen Steel. Liberty Bell. Draw 1, discard 1. Citizen Steel, draw 1. And kick. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Buy that for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cards underneath it. And I think I'll just end my turn there. Not gonna buy that. That one's kinda not good. No, I'll use the punches to let me draw a card. Then I will Mystic Bolts. 5 or less. They have to be different. Shoot. Citizen Steel. No. Yeah, I'll pick Vibe and Power Girl. 2 and 5. Then I'll use Vibe to put Citizen Steel at the top. Power Girl lets me draw 1, discard 1. How many more do I need to buy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to buy 4 more cards. I don't know if I want to buy any of these. So if I buy Man-Bat Serum, that's worth 2 victory points. Because I have 2 victory points right now. If it was 5 or more, I would then lose at the end of the turn after a big blast. But I'll end the turn there. I don't know what really I need to do with that. Okay, I'm definitely not ending. Definitely not. None of that is what I want. Yeah, I don't even want to buy anything, so I'll just pass turn. Ooh, that I do want. First I will prison. Yeah, I'll get rid of that. No, wait, the prison, if it was vulnerability, would do that. Okay. Power Girl, draw 1, discard 1. So I'm at 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll buy the Cosmic Staff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. It was a 5-er, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5. And I still have 2, 3, 4. I can get rid of something, but I don't think I will. I'll just end my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Expert Marksman. You may destroy a non-superpower starter in your hand or discard pile if it costs 1 or greater. Gain a victory point. I don't know if I want to do that, but this may not be a bad hand to. Well. Okay, first I'm going to use Blackgate Prison and get rid of that weakness, and it gives me 1 extra point. Victory point, that is. Which is great. Because so if I get the Man-Bat Serum, it's worth +3 power. By itself, that might be the way to go. Let's see, there was that. I'll use my punches to let me draw a card. Then I'll use Dr. Midnight, which lets me look at top 2 cards and put them in the order that I want. Okay. Liberty Bell lets me draw 1 and discard 1. Then I'll use Vibe, which lets me put a hero or supervillain, or superhero, sorry, a hero or superpower Cost 5 or less on top of my deck. I'll put this girl power on top. Then I'll T-Spheres for that girl power. Gives me that. Then I get to put the rest in any order. I'll put that Bizarro power on top. Play Firestorm. And that puts that Bizarro power on here. Then it has the effect of all the cards in play. So I gain a weakness. Well, I gain 2 weaknesses. And yeah, I gain 2 weaknesses. I have 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 20, 29, 30, 30, 31 attack. I'll go ahead and use Ultra Strength, +3, draw 2. Use Mystic Bolt. I'm trying to put everything in my hand because all the cards I get destroyed are the deck and discard pile, not what's played or in my hand. So I get 2 cards with cost of 4 or less. And add them to my hand. Man-Bat Serum, because I have 3 victory points, so I should keep that. And maybe Vibe. They have different costs. Okay. Then I'll play Power Girl to draw 1 and discard 1. That might be it though. Yeah, that might be it. But this is a pretty good assortment to add to my stuff here. I think I'm okay with this. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9. I guess a kick for 10. Now that's my hand. That's in play. So the rest of these are destroyed. So we can defeat that crisis, and we have more than enough to take down Lex. So what I had out in my hand becomes my new deck along with the 10 cards I bought. So that could have been worse. Could have been a lot better though. Although good thing we don't have any more weaknesses. But we're definitely going to get more when we play some of the other stuff. But we're almost done with the game. Oh wait, I think I have too many of these. I only have 2 of these left. Alright, so the next top card, Stars Lab, +1 power for each equipment you play. Well, that would have been good to have earlier. Let's see, Kryptonite Meteor. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. 1, 2, and 3. So we'll have to get rid of those. They're not going to be too bad. And then all superpowers lose all attacks, and they have +1 power instead. Got to destroy a superpower to get rid of it. That's not too bad, actually. Deathstroke is the villain. So I would have to destroy a hero, superpower, and equipment in my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See if I have anything to avoid that. I do. And yeah, I'll just use this Insanity to avoid that attack. Actually, I guess it loses its printed stuff, so I'll use the Liberty Bell. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw 3. And put 2 cards from the top of to the top of your deck. 2 cards on top of your deck. put a vibe. And I guess insanity on top. Okay, so I just have to make more than him. So I'll use the punches. No, yeah, I'll use the punches to draw a card. And that's good. I have 2 power, 3 power. Yeah, and I'll get rid of Man-Bat, so he's not an issue. I'll use Pandora at the top card of the main deck to the lineup, and +1 power for each different cost card among them. 1, 2, 3, 4, +4. So that's 4 plus Happy Harbor 5. Take him down, so now I'm at +4. I have 4, 5, 6. Put that at the top, so that's 6. 5 Stars Lab. So now I have 1 left. T-Spheres for that Liberty girl. Liberty Bell, yep. Add that. One, 2, 3, 4. Get that for 3. So I have 1, 2, 3, and here was superpower. So 4, 2 cards, 5 or less to your hand. Play Stars Lab, Bat Serum. So that's 4. I think that's all I'll buy for now. But I'm. Oh wait, I didn't need to shuffle that. My bad. I'll end my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that's back. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and destroy a superpower in my hand. And it'll be this Insanity, because I didn't love it, but it was a defense, so why not? So I can now fight Deathstroke. And I will use my punches, which activates, what was it called again? Monument Point to draw 1 card. Ultra Strength to draw 2 cards. And it's for heroes, it's for equipment. I'll use the Man-Bat Serum, which gives me 3 more because I have 3 victory points. 3 plus 1 for the Stars Lab. So I'm at 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, I'll just... I don't know if I'm going to get that. Cold Gun, because now it's worth 2. I guess I'll defeat Deathstroke. And I'll end my turn. Okay, so we're at the last one. Amanda Waller comes in. Alternate reality. At the start of your turn, destroy all heroes in your hand. Oh, that's not good. Oh, wow, okay. Okay, so this is gonna be a really fun last one because I'm gonna lose my superheroes and I'll gain random super or normal. I'll lose random heroes and gain random villains to replace them. That's actually the perfect last one to get, I guess. Okay, it's start your turn. Destroy all heroes in your hand. Gain that many random superheroes from villains. Let me start over. Ongoing. At the start of your turn, destroy all heroes in your hand. Gain that many random villains from the destroyed pile and put them in your hand. To beat, your team must collectively destroy 12 cost worth of heroes in your discard pile. So I guess you still have to buy some. And that's 5, 7. Oh, that's 12 right away. And that's only at the start of your turn, so if you draw into them, they're fine. Okay. So, yeah, did we add one? I forget if we added one, so we'll add one. No wait, that was that. No wait, we added Amanda Waller, so that doesn't get added. And then we get anti-crisis monitor, stack ongoing. Whenever a hero is added to the lineup, each player puts a weakness from the stack on top of their deck. He costs 1 more to defeat for each card in the lineup. I think he had another extra added thing too. He add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Okay, so he also does that. Oh, that actually really sucks. Okay, so he just has a stack ongoing. He has 13, and he costs 1 more for each thing in the lineup. And then alternate reality. So start of the turn. Heroes. Midnight and Firestorm, which suck because that would have one-shotted him. 2 are gone, and I gain 2 villains instead. And I think he adds 1 more. And he goes 1 more to defeat. Whenever a hero is added to lineup, I gain a weakness. Well, there's no villain, so I guess I can go after the reality. Destroy. Let's see, there's 3. Destroy. All right, so there's. I think I can do this. Oh, actually, I think I might want to do that still. Okay, first I'm gonna play Man Bat Serum, and I have no wait. I don't want to do that. Atomica, and I'm going to destroy a kick from my discard pile, and since it costs 1 or greater, I gain 1 victory point. Okay, so now I'm at 4 victory points. Then I'll play the Man Bat Serum to gain 4 power, and because I have Star's Lab, that's an extra 1, so it's 5. 5. Cosmic Staff. 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'll Hourglass the Man Bat Serum. It's 9. So Amanda Waller and Phantom Stranger is 9. 10, 11, 12 from my discard pile to get rid of alternate reality, so it doesn't add too much crap to my hand. And I'll end my turn. Oh, and I still have my punch. Punch lets me. Is that my deck? Yeah. No. Oh, my deck was here because that's all the villains. All right, so I'll use punch so I can potentially buy something. 2 punches, so I have 2. 3, 4. Yeah. 3, 4. 3, 4. Venom Injector and Steel. Because he costs one more to defeat for each card in the lineup. So there's currently 4 cards in the lineup. So he costs 17. Sorry, 18. And then he gets one more, 19. We discard pile. Don't have to worry about those villains anymore. And we draw. I might be able to do this turn because I got my anti-bat serum, or my man-bat serum, which I'll use my punches to draw one card. I use Power Drain to. Actually, no, I'll play this different. Man-bat serum because I know I'm going to play it. So that's 4, 5. And his attack is at 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 2, 5. So I just need to get 14 more. Ultra Strength, draw 2 plus 3. Another Man-Bat Serum, which is another 5. 5, 5, 13. I just need 6 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I beat him. It was tough, especially when we had the countdown. I didn't know if we would make it when it came down to the countdown. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure I did that right. Everything. Did I add any heroes? I don't remember if I had any heroes. If I had added heroes and I missed one, I should have gotten a weakness. If I missed that, let me know. I don't remember. Let me know what you guys think of Crisis Mode for the DC deck building game and if you've tried it. And if you want to try this setup specifically, you can either go to the beginning of the video to see how I set it up, or you can go to the link below that I will be supplying in the VOD that will have the rules, and you can even sign up for it. I'm not affiliated with the guy at all, but I think it's a cool idea, and it gives more life to the game because it can get a little monotonous when you're playing the same thing every single time. So this tweaks the game just enough to have a little more fun with it.